Today's edition of the Redbird Camp Extra, Austin Davis, redshirt freshman. Austin, just talk about today's practice a little bit and maybe some of the points of emphasis.
Today's practice, they're always going for up tempo. Today we were really trying to work on tackling. We've been struggling in that. There's a lot of missed tackles in the scrimmage yesterday. There's a lot of overrunning, so they wanted us to break down, come to balance and form up on that on the running back or receiver.
Okay. Talk about Coach Peterson a little bit and what he's brought to the table.
Coach Peterson, I like him a lot. He always brings the best out in you. He's a real up-tempo guy. He always, when you get after it, finish. Hardcore sometimes, but it'll make us better in the long run. We try to joke around with him when we can. We try to mess with him a little bit, but other than that, he makes us work hard, and I like him so far.
All right. Last night in the scrimmage, you led the team in tackles, and then throughout camp so far, you've been one of the shining stars on defense. Talk about your performance and maybe some of the goals you set for yourself personally.
I'm still trying to learn the position. They got moved down during the spring, so I don't know. I just want to do what I can for the team. I'm trying to, let's say, be one of the standout linebackers, I guess, and just play like I can.
All right. The defensive line has also been pretty consistent this fall. What does the success of the front do for you as a linebacker and do for the rest of the linebackers?
Oh yeah, the D-line, we give a lot of credit to them. They, in a way, it's kind of flipped. You can look at it as us being on offense. They're really blocking the old linemen for us. They keep the big guys off of us linebackers. So they're taking up a lot of gaps to bring on double teams onto them so we can roam free kind of and make plays. So that's who I credit most of my tackles to.
Okay.
Is the D-line.
All right. You sat out last season. Must have been tough, but you look sharp and prepared for this year. Just talk about that a little bit, sitting out last year and now being ready to come back.
Yeah, going from high school to playing a lot and then just to sitting out and being on the scout team was pretty hard. But once I got through the middle of that season, I kind of figured that it was for the best. I was gonna grow mentally and physically, and I think it paid off. I don't think I'd be really happy if I didn't redshirt, because I don't think I'd be as good as I am now. So during it was pretty tough, but now that I'm in full go, I'm ready to go and put my skills to the test.
Okay, potential for a pretty young linebacking core this year with Mike Zimmer also getting some reps with the first team. Just talk about him and maybe some of the other standouts so far in the linebackers.
I think Mike Zimmer is going to be a real good player here over the next few years. He's young, but if you look at him, he looks like a redshirt junior, or senior. He's pretty built, and he's fast, and I think he's going to be really good here at linebacker. And Paul Wright, he's the middle, and along with Tony and Josh Howe, and Cisco, those are the main guys in the rotation, like what you're talking about. And we're undersized, but like Coach said, being short isn't bad in football. It's just we have natural leverage, so try to get on those big guys and use our shortness to the advantage.
Nice. Talking about big guys, we'll talk about I guess a beast on the offensive side, Cody White. As a linebacker, you get to defend him a little bit over the middle and maybe in the flat. Talk about the special player that he's kind of emerged as throughout this camp.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to guard him just because he's so big, but at the same time, he's like a receiver out there. He's just a bigger receiver. He has real good feet, and his speed is above average for his size, and his hands are really great too. And it's pretty hard to guard him. Like on that last play, I was guarding him, and he kind of just went up for it and caught it and scored the touchdown. But just overall, he's going to be a real good player, and just his combination of speed and size is what helps him get us most of the time.
Okay. You're not far from home, but you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Just my mom, dad, my grandma, all my other family members, and the fans. Come to the games.
All right, Austin Davis.